That was ridiculous. Good morning. So, wow, I'm like, give me just a second. Maybe I need a drink. That was insane. So, I hope I'm live on Facebook. Funny story about that. I use something called Restream.io. Okay. And so I reconnected the part to Facebook because it wasn't working last week. And I just wanted to like cross all my T's, etc., and make sure it was working. So okay, I am live on Facebook. Thank you, Cindy, for letting me know. But so I reconnected it and like didn't think anything about it, and then I hit live, and all of a sudden, I was live on like my Facebook feed. It was a little. I'm like. So I had to, stop and come back. All right, good morning. So that was definitely a little workout. My sweat glands are working. I'm glad to see everything is working. The chat is working. We've got Roxanne from Wisconsin. Oh, it says Facebook user. Let's see. Good morning to you. There you go, from New Hampshire. I'm glad you caught us live because you get to see my early morning shenanigans in the early morning. It's ridiculous. I think because I just reconnected, you guys have to give it, you have to like say who you are. It drives me nuts. Anyway, good morning. I'm going to look at here it is on Facebook as well so I can see it. Oh, it was Andrew. There you go. Good morning. Morning, Cindy. Hi, Jill. Whew. All right. Are you ready? So this morning, to give you a little highlight of how my day is going so far, all the kids are virtual schooling from home. This is our second week. I have a 3-year-old, and then I have twin second graders, and then I have a 4th grade boy, right? All the rest are girls. Good morning. And it's stressful. They're great kids. Like, I'm totally biased. My kids are great. But I'm having the twins on the same computer because even though they want to be on their own and sitting in different places, I need them together. So they always get called the wrong name. They're Superman. But it's like I'm trying to be online with a live show. My husband's on a video call. My son is online at the same time. And then the twins are online. And then usually, I'll be honest, the 3-year-old is watching Netflix. Like, there's just so much. And then this morning, the twins had to do this diagnostic test for reading. And of course, we had logging in issues. And then the iPad wasn't working. And so we had to find a computer. And it's just like all of this before 10 a.m. Okay, I was going to say earlier, but 10 a.m. Add to that, my love of the rain. It's raining. And so I can't even like throw them outside for extended amounts of time. I mean, go for a walk with them and play outside. So it's just like, and my husband comes down in spurts in between his meetings, and it's, he like sees a window and he's like, I gotta go. Wendy, so every now and then we dream about moving somewhere super remote. And that's the one thing that my husband says is like, we would have to make sure that we had killer internet. Like right now, I mean, my internet is like, I can deduct it on my taxes or however that works. My accountant does that. But then even my husband, who works from home too, typically when he's not traveling, I mean, we always need to get internet, but now with everybody home, holy moly. Oh, I do too, Debbie. That would definitely be nice. April, we kind of like it because they're done so fast. Like my middle schooler is not doing virtual school. I just chose to homeschool her instead. They would have been online from 9 to 4, and I wouldn't have been able to keep people quiet, and it's too much. So I'm glad we're homeschooling. We're all done by about 1 o'clock or lunchtime, depending on the day. Like they've got small groups, and that's the hard part. Like, I'm glad the twins aren't together for everything. I know they're two separate people, but for my planning, for purely selfish reasons, the more they're together, the better. And so for like small group reading, they're in the same group on one day, and then one meets on Thursday and one meets on Friday. And it's just like, okay. And then for math, they're in small group math, but they have like 30-minute breaks in between classes. And so I'm constantly like, okay, you have a break. Okay, you're right. Internet is like dial up. Oh, I'm never going to be able to talk my husband into moving to the boonies if it's like that. April, that's what we found. The kids don't mind it. They wish that they had more like play dates and stuff, but they're enjoying like chatting and all the little emojis in between classes. But they don't mind it. They're super, every time they complain, I'm like, hey, did you want to get up at 6 a.m. and go catch the bus before 7? Because no, we're not about that. Okay, so to make this relevant, my hair is like super fluffy today because of the rain. I'll blame the rain, not my styling skills. Good morning, Jenny. Oh, Jenny, I hope that things are going okay in Spain. I saw an article this morning about how Spain was having a COVID outbreak similar to the United States, and it made me think of you. I never came back up on YouTube. Wait, somebody else saw me on YouTube. They said hey, and Ashley's there. You know what? I need to go in and delete the other one because that was ridiculous. But it probably just was hidden. YouTube likes to mess with me. Whew. Rochester, New York, Florida. Hi, Colleen. We got Australia in the house. All right, let's go down to the bottom. I am. Okay, there you go. So today, hopefully, if in between, taking care of children and working from home, you're all... Oh, I've got something in my eye. You know how you wake up with the bleary eyes? I don't think I ever quite knocked it. It's like that joke where you say, you microwave your coffee because it's gotten cold, and then all of a sudden you realize you left it in the microwave and it's gotten cold again. That's pretty much my day so far. It's just been ridiculous. Oh, good, Jennifer. I'm glad. Or Jenny. Oh, all right. Well, at least it's working somewhere. Oh, Beth, we're going to be in North Carolina next weekend to drop my daughter off at school. So there you go. Oh, sorry, Allison. I had a minor... I'm not on my personal Facebook feed at all, like except to look at like the pictures my mom posts. And so when that happened, I had like I was not comfortable with that. I'd rather be in the group. All right, so we have the Lucy SAL going on right now. Laura has done an awesome job as usual. And we have daily check-ins to where you just post your progress. And you have a chance of winning a $10 gift card to 5 out of 4. And then we have a grand prize at the end that's totally chosen randomly from the people who finish for a let me make sure I wrote it down. Yeah, $40 gift card to a fabric store of your choice. That way you don't get caught like only being able to, here in the States. And then they'd be like, oh, here's your $40 gift card plus $100 for shipping if you're overseas. So hopefully you can find time. Yesterday, all they did was assemble and cut out things. Today starts the sewing. There's still plenty of time. And you don't even have to do the fancy lace-up back. You can do the super quick one and just feel a sense of accomplishment. That's all I'm saying. This is not helping me improve that. So day 2 has been posted. I'm looking at the updates. It's just so cute. Aw, Amanda, you're following so you can see other people's pictures. Come on, get busy. I'm one to talk. Yesterday, I decided to sew, and then I spent about 6 hours cleaning my sewing room. And I don't know if you can really see it. Well, first off, you can actually see the cutting mat. But see how there's not piles of crap underneath my desk? I sorted, I organized, and I found stuff that, like, definitely from when I was doing the swim workshop, none of that stuff ever got put away. But then, like, even further back than that, like, I don't think I've actually, like, done a full cleaning of my sewing room since last Christmas. So I was spending more time looking for supplies than I was actually sewing, and that just drives me absolutely bonkers. And then, if you look over here, this is my pile of UFOs that, like, I either haven't finished or haven't re-hemmed for my husband. Trying to figure out where to point my finger. And things, whatever, that won't get done even now. But yesterday, so I got a Triumph a couple months ago, and I've been using it. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, why am I changing between a cover stitch and a serger mid-project? This is like truly a first world problem. And so yesterday I set it up to sew this. I'll tell you about this in just a minute. To sew up the new Charlotte, and it was magical. I'm so spoiled. Oh, I don't clean. I definitely don't clean my own house or my sewing room or anything. Oh my gosh, so funny. But I will pop over to the UK to visit. How about that? I just finished a lovely book based in the UK. It's called The Jane Austen Society. It was so good, I'm going to read it again right now. And I decided we have book club over in the 5 out of 4 family. And I started reading it and I'm like, this is next month's book for me. I'll just read it myself. And I'm just so excited to have friends to talk about because I thought it was so good. And I hope they actually make a movie eventually about it, but I hope it doesn't totally stink because it would be an amazing movie. Tabitha, I always wonder why it took me so long. But that's true for all cleaning in my house. I need a whole house to have somebody clean up for it. Cleaning is just, my sister cleans to relax. That's her thing. And that's not my thing. I read or sew. There you go. No spoilers. No spoilers. But I am going to read it again because it's just like a Jane Austen book. I've highlighted like mad. I was even telling my she's not 14 yet, but my 13-year-old about it because she knows my love of Jane Austen and she's starting to understand why a little bit. And so then I started talking about why I loved it so much, and it's just the language. I'm using my hands a lot. It's so lovely. Teresa, I couldn't even find wash away wonder tape. I couldn't find my stitch remover. Oh, I just found another one. I have several. They're all hidden from me. Good morning from West Tennessee. So I'm thinking about where that is. I have a niece in Knoxville, I think. Okay, so next week, if you didn't hear the story, good morning, Stephanie. Next week, we are releasing the Charlotte Peplum and Dress. And if you can see, oh my God, I even thought I was going the other way. Wait, that's not the good one. I'm working on my puffiness. That's what I was working on last night. And I've realized that a sewing machine works a little bit better. But I just love it. And you know who I feel like? I wish I was more creative because I would have done the big rollers. I'm going to play with my hair on. Okay, wait, I'm going to look like Princess Leia. I can't do it. I put this on and I felt like Agent Carter from Captain America. If I had been smarter or planned a little bit better. Hi from Alabama. Hello. I would have put on pearls and I felt like Agent Carter, just the 1940s. It's so cute with the puff sleeve. So let me back up a little bit. I was you can't see my peplum. This is like a rayon spandex. And it would not have been a good dress because as you can see, it so this is my bra and it clings to the bottom of my bra here. So that's not my favorite. And part of it is because I don't know if this is oversharing. I'm telling you this because I think it's interesting to think about what fabric you choose. This has an excellent drape, so it makes an excellent little puff sleeve here with the contrast band. But for me, I'm a super modest person, and so I don't like things that are clingy. I like things that are drapey. So it's beautiful for the drape of the peplum. See, it just falls nicely and it looks nice, but and you can even see it on the back. And so for me, if it was a rayon spandex that had, brain fart, flowers on it, none of that would be noticeable. If it was a rayon spandex, no. If it was a DBP, something about the way the fabric falls, it wouldn't be as noticeable. But I do love the drape, and it feels glorious. It's so soft. And it's fun. So I put it on. And my son, who's super cute, hi, said, oh, you need to wear that to go out on a date with Daddy. And I was like, I love you. When will we get to do that? I don't know when we're going to get to go on a date, but it was just so sweet. So I felt pretty, and I might have sung a little bit, a little West Side Story for you. When you're living in loungewear for months on end, I put on jeans a lot. I actually love my jeans, but it's a lot of oversized t-shirts. And then for me, I was in bed for so long because of the surgery and just not feeling well. It felt kind of nice to get gussied up a little bit. So, let's pick a live winner for this week. I don't really have anything exciting to ask you, so we'll just pick a live winner from one of the things. And you can win, Charlotte. Well, I won't give you the testing version, but I'll give you the final version. How about that? So you can win, Charlotte, before it's available. So you won't actually get your prize until next week, but I'll announce the winner if I don't forget at the end of today. How's that sound? Woo! So Charlotte includes, it has an FBA piece, which is exciting, but it's a peplum knee-length skirt, T-length skirt, and a maxi. I'm so excited about Kristen. Oh, Heidi made one in velvet. And this is just the tester version. It was gorgeous. I was ready for Christmas. It was really, really beautiful. And it's just not, it's just nice. It has an optional gathered belt that I had on last week. And I love it because for me, it's just another pop of color. Like, that's what I love about this wide band. I just love it. I'm happy. So there you go. Enough about me. All right. So we've got Lucy, we've got Charlotte. Make sure you check out the blog this week. Tiffany is hard at work on part 2 of the sewing room organization. If you missed last week's, she did you can't actually see my ironing board, but it's stuck in the corner over there. And it's a thing to put over your ironing board to hold some key supplies, and it's also like a pin cushion, which is one of the things I couldn't find before I cleaned my sewing room. Aw. Chitosante. I'm going to look that up, Leslie. That sounds cool. I got to write that down. I have never heard of that. I feel like every day they're coming out with either a new name for a fabric I recognize or just a different fabric altogether. Science, man. Can you see the full top again, please? You know what? Let me switch. It's not as good a camera. But you can probably, well, no. Yeah, you can see the whole thing. No. So the bottom is a half circle. So it's just a little bit fuller than a skater. Like a skater would be a little bit more fitted. But that means that you can have pockets in your dress. But isn't it so classy looking? And I even hemmed it. Sorry about my belly. But seriously, I hemmed it. That's amazing. Oh, see, other people have heard of it. Good morning, Crystal. Thank you. All right, let's switch back to the other camera because it's more flattering. But I guess it's catching more of the season. That makes me think of that movie Fletch. Sorry, I don't know why. These are the things that occur to me. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Sarah. The contrasting bands are my favorite. And the contrasting waistband. Oh, I left mine upstairs. It's just, it's like gathered, and so it's a little bit of, to break it up, just to draw attention somewhere else. But then it also is the contrasting color if you want. Kim, I don't hem a lot of things. I'm a little lazy. Especially if like this fabric, if I don't use a presser cloth, my iron will burn it because I'm just not that bright. Oh, thank you. And so I have to like fold the hem, hold it, put the presser cloth on top, and then try not to burn my hands. It's ridiculous. Oh, Betsy, it's called lack of sleep. All right, so you know what? I hear silence from the other rooms, and so now I'm concerned that my children have all decided to like run off to the basement and play ping pong instead of doing school. So we're just gonna imagine that's not true. Cindy, at first we wanted to do a full wrap, not a faux wrap. See what I did there? But I fidget enough as it is, and we will eventually, but I just worried about, constantly retying or things loosening throughout the day, stuff like that. So this is a nice in-between stage for me. But this will go live next Tuesday, which is, September 1st. Wow, September. Hi, Chris. Oh, you want me to do a little dance for you again? All right, so the only other thing I have for today is a reminder to sign up for the wait list for the 5 out of 4 family. So this is our membership. If you're new to 5 out of 4, this is new. We started it last May with just like our founding membership launch, where I didn't actually have any content available. I just had this dream and an idea. And honestly, it has far surpassed my expectations or my hopes. It has become this really active community that is, quite frankly, one of my favorite places to be on Facebook because everybody's really encouraging. And so if you've been watching for a while, then you know, Chris just asked me to dance. Then you might have seen about our Steps to a Confident Sewist Success Path. So that's something that I've been working on that will take, we have a ton of new sewists coming into the sewing world right now because of COVID, because they got started on masks. Well, what we would like to do is take all of those new sewists and give them tools and resources and encouragement so that they can then go through the success path. It has 4 stages. It's not linear, so it's not a straight line. It's, I've done that before. It's crazy. But it's definitely possible, and we give you project ideas as well as free projects and different projects that we don't have posted elsewhere. But it's just so fantastic. So the membership waitlist is off the homepage. It's just if you click on the family button. In fact, show overlays window. Oh, well, now you can't see my face. So there you go. If you wanted to type it in, you can do that. Or you can just hit the family button on the homepage. And you don't get any extra emails. It's not like you're signing up for anything crazy. But this just lets me know that, you're understanding what it is. Because that's the thing. I am a huge believer, is the family good for experienced sewists too? I'm glad you asked. And that's the other thing. If you have more questions, ask me. You can ask me live. You can write me an email. You can send me a PM. Whatever floats your boat. We can have a little Zoom meeting. Anybody else desperate for adult interaction? It's about the community, but it's also like what we found. So we do have quite a bit of experienced sewists. But then we also have things that we can all learn together. So a ton of people just did bras for the first time because it's not just 5 out of 4. We talk about sewing, right? And so we talk a lot about fitting. We talk about, what works for different people. Last week I actually interviewed Dee from the Fab Clique for our live video over there. And we had some giveaways, but we talked a ton about different types of fabric. And what we found is because we have peer groups, and that's what really helps that community feeling, is people meet in small groups. It's like 6 to 7 people, I think. And it'll be a mix. Some people will be just starting out. Some will be incredibly experienced, wedding dresses or whatever. And everybody is able to just kind of gel off of each other, because I know that for me, I just get into a malaise, right? I've talked about depression and everything else that happens in February, but it's raining again here in August. And so I get ideas from them. Our monthly challenges are always a little bit different. Like this month is using your oldest fabric in your stash, which, and so I think it works out. I think it works for everybody. And it's nice to also be a mentor and help others. And hopefully that inspires people to do more. I don't know. That's my hope. It's all about inspiring and coming together. What I really hope is once COVID is gone, oh my gosh, Cindy posted this leather bag that she hand sewed. I've never done anything like that in my life. It was fascinating. But we want to do local meetups too. And it's just about, I have no local friends who sew, but through the 5 out of 4 family, I've actually learned of several people within 90 miles, and we all want to meet one day. It's going to be awesome. So in addition to that, we also have the content library over on Kajabi that new articles will be posted every week. I have a little frog in my throat. I'm sorry. Hold on. Bear with. If you watch Miranda, you know what that is. So we'll be posting new articles every week. And sometimes there'll be projects. Sometimes it will be, honestly, sometimes it might just be an old sewing school that you forgot we even had. And our hope is to have everything in one place to cut through the clutter. Because there's a ton of free sewing. Cindy, don't be embarrassed. We love you. There's a ton of free sewing information out there. And so what we want to do is make it easy to find it all, right? And so I've used Searchy again, just like with the swim workshop, to where you can search it like full bust adjustment. And it will pop up every video, every post where I've said that. And you'll be able to find how to do a full bust adjustment if it's not included in your pattern, etc. So if you have more questions, please. Betsy, I think I remember where you are. It'll happen. Little Napoleon Dynamite. So that is opening. This is a save the date card for you. September 28th. I am working on the bonuses because I want to make it fun. I want it to be like an event because we're all lacking events in our life, right? Like I don't go anywhere. And so I'm working on bonuses for just the people who come off the wait list, people who sign up the first day, just something fun, So anyways, April, hopefully those links will be in the newsletter. We do have a weekly newsletter with the family as well. It goes out on Monday morning. And every week I'll link to the content for that week. So that will help remind you, I think, as we get moving. All right, let me make sure I'm not missing a ton of questions. Wow, you guys are chatty. I love the book club. We also have book club over there. So Jessica, we have been talking about a 5 out of 4 retreat, and I actually had set up appointments to talk to people here in town who are event planners who are going to help me do it, and then COVID hit. So it's definitely on our list. I can say that. Okay, so let's pick our winner. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. I am feeling better. I have a follow-up with the surgeon tomorrow, and he gave me this cream, which is around here somewhere, which I'd never heard of, but I'm going to tell you about it. Novo Scar Cream. Do I look like an advertisement? It doesn't smell. Mederma smelled like perfume, and so I couldn't handle it. But the doctor recommended this. It cost a lot of burritos. That's not in the advertisement. And it's helping a lot. He said that, it's healing very nicely. I have an appointment with him tomorrow, and then on Friday, on my husband's birthday, I have my first appointment with the endocrinologist. Oh my gosh, Jenny, I will be in Spain. We will go to the beach. We might not sew, but we will be in Spain. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. So great. What is the wait time? So June, I hope I didn't pronounce your name wrong. If I did, send me a little voice message because I'm not that bright. It's September 28th is when the membership will open. It will be open for about a week. The reason I don't leave it open all the time is because we want to welcome all of our new members and not have new people show up and then I drop the ball because I didn't send you the appropriate links. It's a lot. Oh, see, Chris, that's what we're aiming for. Can I show it up? Oh, sure. Let's, you know what though? Look at that. There it is, Novo Scar Cream. I found it on Amazon. It costs a pretty penny. I mean, X out of this. Whew. All right. No need for beach. Got it. That's good. All right. Any more questions? We're good. Let me check here. A treat would be a retreat. One company, what's her name? She owns a fabric store, I think, in Florida. She has a huge following. Crafty Gemini. She went on a cruise. I just saw dollar signs, but I've never been on a cruise because that seems like a lot of people. But it seemed really neat too. Okay, I'm going to let you go because I'm a little concerned that my children aren't doing schoolwork in the background. Oh, but Lori, we're about to get off. I'm sorry. Don't forget to check out the Lucy SAL. Keep an eye out for the Charlotte Peplum and Dress because, oh, Chris, you missed my dance, so here you go. Oh, let's switch to the other camera. The picture's not as clear, but you get to see more of it. I just need pearls, and then you can learn how to dance. I just watched Guernsey again, and I'm obsessed. No cruise. Okay, that's not really my scene, anyways. But we can go to the lake. Somebody just asked a question. Oh, how is Jenny? She's doing well. I think she might have a stomach virus or something, because she was feeling a little nauseous this morning, and so she's missing her orthopedist update, or follow up. So we scheduled it for next week. But overall, she's doing great. Okay, deep breath. I hope you're all doing great. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, never stop sewing, never stop growing, and we is greater than me. I can't emphasize that enough. Social media is a bear. It's not always the best place to be. I think we've all had that experience. Oh my gosh. I am begging my husband to take ballroom dancing lessons. I'm obsessed. I know you're joking, but I'm still obsessed. All right, take care. See you next week.